Joining us right now is Brockton Mayor Robert Sullivan. Mr. Mayor, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Dan, thank you for having me on, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you as well. So we've got a lot to talk about. The first thing I want to ask you about is something that's been reported around the East Coast and also apparently somewhat in your neck of the woods. So I'm wondering if you've seen any reports of drone sightings in Brockton.
I myself have not, but Steve Hook, who is our director of BEMA, which is Brockton Emergency Management Agency, saw 2 drones around the city of Brockton after 9 o'clock a couple nights ago. They weren't there that long, but the director did see them and reported them directly to me. So, we're definitely tracking, like everybody else, what exactly they are. But, again, we didn't have any impact in the city of Brockton due to those 2 drones.
Now, there's something else going on. Stewart Hospital, they're undergoing a name change?
They are. Again, I mean, I am just thrilled that BMC, Boston Medical Center, acquired Good Samaritan Medical Center from Stewart. It's just quality care. BMC already has a presence for a facility on Pearl Street, right up the street from the hospital. So they are going to be changing their name. At the end of the day, I'm okay with that. I mean, I'm just thrilled that they didn't close down. Nobody was laid off, and the excellent medical care is going to continue. I mean, it's a trauma center, cardiac care and stroke care. And so, I want to thank Matt Hesketh. He's the CEO of the hospital. He's been a great partner since I've been mayor, and I want to thank BMC and their team for coming in and, quite honestly, saving the day. I mean, they came in, they acquired it. They've had a lot of meetings. They've met with me in my office. They've met with us on site. They met with a lot of the elected officials, but more importantly, the employees and the residents, not just in Brockton. It's a regional hospital, Dan. So I'm just thrilled that it's going to continue to operate and provide excellent care.
And another health center in the city, Brockton Neighborhood Healthcare, they have apparently had some kind of a data breach. Is there anything you can tell us about that?
Sue Jost and Dr. Maria Celli, the co-CEOs, just excellent leaders. I really can't talk much about it other than I was at a Chamber of Commerce meeting recently, and Sue Jost had explained that they had a breach. And, again, that's not unique to them. I mean, it happens, unfortunately, in this day and age every day throughout the United States and throughout the world. So I'm just thankful that they were able to get through that terrible event and move forward. And, they have been just, again, wonderful partners since I've been mayor. I mean, they were key in getting vaccines in the arms of people during the height of the pandemic. So I want to thank Sue and Maria and their team over there, just excellent people.
Something I also want to ask you about, we've been hearing some reports about finance issues at the Brockton Redevelopment Authority. Anything you can tell us about that?
The BRA was set up a long time ago, and, one of their chief endeavors is to facilitate HUD money, federal money, the CDBG money, the Community Development Block Grant money. And so as the mayor, I decided to bring it in-house. So the BRA itself, the board members still exist, but the CDBG funds, the home funds, the lead funds, the HUD funds are going to be administrated through the city of Brockton, through our planning office led by Rob May. We've rented some space from the Chamber of Commerce across the street using HUD funds. The HUD partners, both in D.C. and Washington, support this endeavor. It's been successful in other municipalities. I know Mayor Koch in Quincy has done this for years. So, I do thank the BRA for their efforts. We are shifting in a different direction. We want to maximize the amount of federal money that we can utilize to benefit Brockton as a whole.
The city's also negotiating a new contract for the superintendent?
I can't talk about anything that's happened in executive session, Dan. I can tell you that it was on an agenda item the other night. And that's really the extent of what I can say at this time.
Fair enough. Now, I wanted to ask you some more holiday-centered things that are going on. And recently, the city got a very big sock donation.
Matty Navin is a 14-year-old boy that lives outside of the city of Brockton, but his dad was raised in the city of Champions. His grandparents still live here on the west side of Brockton. The Navins have been really an integral part of the city of Brockton for decades. So Maddie started donating socks at the holiday season, Christmas time, and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. And I'm just thrilled. He continues that effort. Just the other day, he delivered 3,056 pairs of new socks that are donated. Some people donate the new socks. They go out and buy them and donate them to Maddie. Some donate money, so he goes out and buys the socks. And what we do once we have them is we distribute those in need. A lot of our homeless population get the socks through our social services director, Jasmine Bradshaw. Also, I know some of the pastors in the city of Brockton. I personally deliver some to give some of the congregation members. And it's just really an unbelievable effort that he does. He created this effort. He did it on his own. And I was just so proud to have him come to City Hall the other day. We gave him a citation. The local newspaper was here, took a picture of him and his family. And that's what it's about, right? Doing the right thing to help other people during the holiday season and beyond. And so Maddie Navin's an unbelievable example of what it means to give back to a community.
And this comes, of course, as you're conducting a winter clothing drive.
We are. We are doing a winter clothing drive. We are using efforts to reach out to people, new and gently used jackets and hats and scarves and mittens and gloves. And now we have such a plethora of socks. I spoke to someone today that is going to donate 100 tomorrow. Her 93-year-old mother has knitted 100 hats, different sizes. They're going to donate those tomorrow at noontime. And, I'm just so thankful. I was able to deliver some the other day to the Arc of South Shore up on West Chestnut Street. There's a need for winter clothing. And I'm also just going to give a shout-out to UPS Teamsters. Going to be delivering toys today at 1 o'clock. They do this every year since I've been mayor. And Muscle Movement delivered toys the other day for my mayor's toy drive. So great organizations, understanding what it means to give back. And I'm excited to be able to distribute those to make the holiday season special for people here in the city of Brockton.
I wanted to ask you, Mr. Mayor, about your holiday toy drive. I understand that that's going to end tomorrow?
We are concluding it tomorrow for this year. We have already started giving out toys. We are going to continue to do so. We have just such generosity, people coming into City Hall and donating toys that they've bought. But our efforts are, since Christmas is next Wednesday, Hanukkah starts then, and then Kwanzaa is the 26th. And so we're really trying to just, go full force to get the toys out the door to those in need. And also this afternoon, we're going to be doing a citation for the volunteers that helped on the holiday parade, Dan, which is the Saturday after Thanksgiving every year. It was one of the biggest in the history of Brockton, and I want to thank the volunteers and the lot captains, we called them. So they'll be coming in this afternoon, and we're going to recognize and thank them.
Now, we also heard that Father Bills is planning to build a new facility in the city?
They are on Manley Street, which is federal land abutting the VA hospital. The VA's front door is on Belmont Street, Route 123, but the campus is expansive. So there was some property on Manley Street. Father Bills was able to acquire that. I supported it. The state delegation supported it. The federal delegation supported it. It's going to be a campus setting, wraparound services. They're going to relocate from downtown. The city of Brockton is interested in working to have the current property that they utilized under agreement so that it could be reimagined and repurposed and rehabbed. But I think the location they're going to is just an ideal location. They're going to cater to homeless families, veterans, and anybody that has a dire need. Brockton Neighborhood Health Center is going to be located on site as well to provide medical care. So it really is a win-win for everybody to see this great opportunity and to provide all the wraparound services that are needed, emotional, mental health, and physical health. So I really want to thank Father Bills and John Yazinski, the leader over there.
Now, speaking of health, of course, we are getting into the holiday season, but there also seem to be, as we've been talking about in the past few weeks, cold and flu seems to be a real issue. So is that something you're concerned about as we head into the holiday season?
Yeah, I had a meeting the other day with Dr. Eno Montesser, who heads up our Board of Health. Again, the recommendation is still the same. Even though we're out of the pandemic, the recommendation is if you don't feel well, stay home, see your primary care physician, go into a walk-in clinic if need be, wear a mask if you need to do that. People are going to be gathering, of course. I'm going to be gathering with my family and my relatives. And so if you're not feeling well, you don't want to spread that. But we are seeing an uptick. We're seeing an uptick in walking pneumonia and some long-lasting bronchial issues. And so, again, we want people to be healthy and safe. We want people to enjoy the holiday season. It is about coming together as people love to do. So we are concerned about it, but we are still actively working with the community to educate and inform and, washing hands and disinfecting if they need to do that as well. But, again, Dr. Montesser and his team are on this.
I also wanted to ask, too, on a final note, there are going to be free bat buses for a while now.
Yeah, I mean, one of the benefits of being mayor of the city of Brockton is I get to chair the Bat Bus Corporation, and so the advisory board, I had made an offer of consideration to do free Bat Bus to not just Brockton, the region communities, anywhere within the Bat route, which is all the neighboring towns, and it was accepted, and then it was accepted to extend it, and now it's going to be extended again. So the Bat Bus is free. You can take it all the way into Ashmont. You can take it to Abington and Easton and Randolph. And so, again, I just think it's a win-win. It's especially a great time during holiday season if people need to shop and go somewhere. But, again, I want to thank Mike Lambert and his team. He's the executive director of the Bat Bus. And without their efforts and the dedicated Bat Bus drivers, we would not be able to offer this benefit.
All righty, Mr. Mayor. Well, we're going to leave it right there. But thank you so much for speaking with us. And best of holiday wishes to you and your family and a very happy new year.
To you as well, Dan. I won't be speaking to you next week or the following week. I'm going to be doing some family time. But again, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah, and a Happy New Year in 2025.
Thank you very much. Brockton Mayor Robert Sullivan. Brockton Mayor Robert Sullivan.